Yeah. Better turn that off before we get dinged for DMCA. Don't need that. Here, I'm gonna put your bell on, okay? Do it now before I forget. Ooh, reach forward like that and my jacket popped up and there we go. Oh, it is gotten actually really nice out here. I have no idea what the high is supposed to be today, but it is quite nice. Yeah, we got out of here about 45 minutes later than I wanted to. But we had to charge your collar. Yeah, right before we left, I looked at my phone and it said you were at 5% battery. So we had to make sure we got at least a little bit of charge on it, huh? I really need to figure out why I'm squeaking so much. Maybe that'll be today. And that's what we'll do today. I don't really want to do that today. Don't really want to do that. I had other things I wanted to do, but if it's going to be super nice, we might as well do it today. Maybe we can. Oh, jeez, this thing is so squeaky. Like, so squeaky. What the heck is all that noise? Doesn't make sense. Maybe we can talk to Rachel and we can go over to her house and I can just pull my front wheels off, figure out what the heck is going on, and then you can play with Riley while I'm doing that. What do you think? You and Riley could just hang out in the backyard while I do that. I think that'd be fun. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting in the van while I do it. Out in the parking lot. Yes. Yes. Ever since being in rainy locations, I am so squeaky. Promised Nahri last night that we would climb a mountain today. I don't really feel like climbing a mountain, so we are going to hold true and climb a mountain, but it is going to be the little mountain. So that's what we're going to do. So I haven't decided yet. I think what we might do is we will go the one way to the like we're gonna basically we're going to hop on the little 4-mile loop that goes around the mountain. But I think what we're going to do is take the short way, climb to the top of the mountain, come down through the guts, and then wrap around the mountain. Actually, should we just go up the one way? Maybe we'll do that. I think that's what we'll do. Then you'll get a full loop out of it. Otherwise, we're not going to get a full loop. Yeah. So we'll do that. So we're going to take the high trail to the guts, go up the guts to the top, come down the other side, and it won't be quite a full loop. It'll be like super close to a full loop. And then wrap around the base. I think that's what we'll do. And then come back. Yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of that plan? I guess technically we could still do the full loop. If we did it that way, we could get a full loop out of it. All these people that get in the left lane at the light back there, there's two left turn lanes. There's the left turn lane and the left turn lane. I always get in the right because I need to be in the right lane up here eventually. But you get all these people that get in the left lane. Then because everybody wants to be in this lane, their only option is to floor it to get around everybody. Like this guy, he just floored it to get around everybody. And then the person behind him, I guarantee, wants to be over here too. So now they have to floor it even faster to get in front of that guy. Because that guy floored it just enough to get in front of us. I mean, the guy that's in front of me was in the left lane. At least he was good. He was turning in front of us. And he got on the shoulder in order to make his right-hand turn so he didn't impede us too much. But he did slow us down enough that now everybody in the left lane took the chance to get over here. Or took the opportunity, I guess, not the chance. They took the opportunity. Can I turn the heater down a little bit? It's starting to get warm out here. Compared to when we came out here at I woke up late because I did not sleep a whole lot because little Miss Butthead here decided she just had to have bathroom emergencies like 4 times last night. And then every time we go outside, now I'm freezing, so I'm wide awake, and then I come back upstairs and it takes me like another 45 minutes to an hour to go to sleep. And the worst part about it is she wasn't having bathroom emergencies. We got outside, she pooped like a little tiny little bit and peed, and that was about it. It wasn't even like she really had to go. I love how everybody's just going straight here because there's a train right there. And them having to weave around right there on that street will actually take them longer than if they just waited for the train. But they don't want to wait for a train. Like, their best bet would be to turn right, hit the main road, go down to the underpass, and then take the underpass. Be much faster, but they have an aversion, I guess, to jumping onto the main road. I don't know. You're like half a block away from it. Oh, this must be the high school track team, I'm guessing. Running down the rail trail. With some guy doing a good job with a sign. Is there a race today? He was holding a 10K route sign. I don't know why this guy's on this street. Why would you run on this street? There is no shoulder. Good morning, Andre. And there's actually a trail over in the ditch on the other side. It's like, why would you not do that? Oh, there's a race today. What the heck race is today? Because I see people with race bibs on. That said, the guy was holding a 10K route, 10K race route or whatever sign. It must start and end over here in this park. There's not a lot of people here, for a race, there's not a lot of cars here. But maybe everybody's done racing. It probably started at like 8 o'clock or something. But they're wearing race bibs. How do I not know about these races? You could have jumped into it. I could have jumped into a 10K. I'm not supposed to be doing a lot of running, so. I'm not supposed to be doing any running. Hey, will you stop? Thank you. I don't know why you felt like you needed to do that. Oh, don't be giving me those stress yawns because you can't. Hey, it's a white-tailed deer. You see a lot of muleys. You don't see too many whitetails. Oh, you're giving me a stress yawn because I won't let you jam your throat into the dash and choke yourself. For being a smart breed, she is not a smart dog. She will get stressed out and like jam her throat into whatever. Just whatever. That's her go-to. I'm going to jam my throat into whatever. When we're driving, it happens to be the dash or the monitor screen. And then she will be choking. And she knows she's choking. To the fact where she has to like, it hits her gag reflex or she can't breathe or whatever it is. And so then she has to do like a cough or whatever. And by releasing her throat off of whatever she's pushing against. And then as soon as she's done coughing, she jams her throat right back onto it again. And then she's choking again. It's like, do you not understand? When she was a puppy, I had a little wire barrier, like a wire crate barrier in between me and her because she does shit like this. She's not as bad as she used to be. She used to like twerk against my elbow and like jump up on the dash and all sorts of stuff. For the most part now she just sits here. But when she was a puppy, like I even had her like, I would have her on the seatbelt thing, so she would have to, with all her body, to get her chin over the top of the thing. This is how she damaged her trachea, by the way. She'd have to like all her strength to get her chin over on top of the wire crate, and then she would put all her body weight onto it, choking herself out. And I'd look over, her eyeballs would start rolling into the back of her head because she hasn't breathed for like 3 minutes because she's jamming her throat on there. And then finally she would collapse because she hasn't breathed for whatever long. And then she'd be like, oh, somebody in a pool or whatever, she'd pop up and be like, oh, I can breathe again. And then she'd immediately put her throat back on the thing. It's like, are you a freaking idiot? Like, what are you doing? And then because of her doing that continuously over and over again, she damaged her trachea. And so she had like chronic bronchitis or whatever from that. Traffic coming from the other side. Was there a train up here at this park? Because gosh dang, it's like 50 cars. Just solid line of traffic. What the heck? Well, there's our mountain off that you guys can see in the background over there. That's what we're going to go to the top of. It's not going to be a big climb, but it'll be a climb. I said, I promised her we would climb a mountain today, so we're going to do the smallest mountain I can find. close, huh? It's like, I know the road to turn on is just right up here. I know where we're going. You know where we're going, huh? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. We just got, oh, it was a train. We just got to get through these S curves and we're good. And then we can, we're backed up. Has like a really nice van that looks like they probably bought it a while ago to convert into like a travel, you know, like me, but they haven't done anything with it. It's just a van just been sitting there. It is out here this morning. It was chilly this morning when we first either going around the backside or start going into the mountain, up the mountain, I should say. Well, this road is so bad. This weekend, even though we wouldn't really be able to go anywhere, because oh, maybe there's not as many as I just saw like car, and actually it's car, truck with a topper, car. So it's only 4 vehicles. But the toppers made it look like there was 2 more vehicles on top of it, which isn't a lot, but for the morning time it is. It looks like they're on their way back too. At least 2 of them are on their way back. Other than that breeze, there's that breeze. It almost looks smoky. Maybe because it's so, oh, that wind is horrendous. There was no breeze in the downtown area. And it is windy out here. But we'll only be in the wind for about half a mile or so. So it'll be fine. Fine. This actually doesn't feel as cold as you would think it would be, so it's not too bad. I mean, it's chilly. It's not that chilly. Okay, go ahead. It is chilly, but it's not that chilly. Hat. We'll wear our Mammoth Trail Pass hat. Which is funny, you know, because when they were giving me a hat, they were like, because I got this hat for being part of the broadcast team for Mammoth Trail Fest, not the Mammoth race. This jacket I got for the race, for being part of the race. They had a different color one too. I don't remember what color it was, but more of a, I guess you could say, a masculine color. Gosh dang, it's windy out. It's hard to put a coat on. And I was like, so when they asked what color I wanted, I was like, I want a blue one, or I want the pink one. And they looked at me like, why do you want a pink one? You're a guy. I'm like, cause it's kick ass. I mean, I don't care about wearing pink. Whatever. That's just a freaking societal stigma anyways, construct, I guess. that a guy can't wear pink. Like, there's nothing that says they can't. Who cares? Like, back in the day, it could have just as easily been blue that is considered the girl color, and pink could have been the guy color. Like, when you think about that, it's like, I was thinking about that the other day with, I saw like these guys in the downtown area wearing, you know, full, you know, suits, and it's like, why is that the business attire, you know, type of thing? Oh, gosh dang it. I don't have my gimbal. I took it inside to charge and I do not have it now. So I will not be able to live stream. Well, this sucks. I think I have an extra gimbal somewhere, but it's not charged. And it's an old style, so I can't charge it while I go. I don't know, let me double check and make sure. I have one of my old gimbals in there, but I don't know if I can charge it. Either one of these is gonna work. Let's try this one, I guess. Let's see if it'll even turn on. I don't think it will. I don't even remember how to use these. I can't turn it off to turn it back on. There we go. It is not happy right now. Okay, let's try it. I gotta take this off. I'm probably gonna freaking turn the freaking thing off. This is hard to do with gloves on. Pretty good. Move it a little bit. Now let's turn it on. Now, this is not happy. It is making noises as we go. Let me try this other one. This is clearly not gonna work. This one I just need to throw away. Ow. Oops, sorry. I just gotta take my gloves off because this is not working out. This one actually has some juice. Holy cow. This one actually has some juice. This one though, I don't know if it's gonna work with my thing on. How do I change? There we go. Okay, that's gonna work. It is at pretty good amount of juice. Okay, oof, that wind, now that I've been just sitting in it, that wind is freaking cold. Okay, another one I just gotta throw away. Did I drop my glove? Oh no, it's right there. Okay, before I put my glove on, we're gonna change cameras. There we go. I haven't used this gimbal forever. Which is funny because this is the type of gimbal that they use at Mountain Outpost that they give their peoples because they're a little bit cheaper than the gimbal I have. They have a couple of the gimbals that I have too. But this is the older version of the gimbal I have. So it makes sense, you know. They bought them like probably 6 or 7 years ago. Oh jeez, I got a little bit of hiccups. I did have a tiny piece of bread with some butter on it before we left. Just because my breakfast was only like 140 calories. I was already starting to get hungry. We're gonna go that way. That way. We're gonna go hit the high trail, and then we'll go up the guts so you can climb them out. But we're not going that way. That would be the long way to the guts. Oh, I should have grabbed the, I think I have an extra tripod somewhere. The only thing I don't like about this gimbal is that I don't remember how to change the mode. Oh, I think I have to get in the app on my phone to change the mode, so it's going to lean a little bit as we change directions. The reason why I was running a little bit right there is because I want to get out of this wind. It is much colder than when I first got out. It is freezing. Because I'm not supposed to be running. Although I did do a lot of I don't know what you're going to say, pre-workout stuff to make it to where my heel, if you do too much, I will feel it all day and most of tomorrow. Whoo-wee. Man, that wind is cold. It is frigid. My fingers are frozen even with my gloves on. And I'm wearing the lighter gloves because once we get out of the wind, it'll be pretty nice. I'm curious what the interior, the guts of this mountain are going to be like. Probably cold because it stays shady most of the time because the sun moves far enough north that the mountain actually protects the trail a little bit. last night to see if they wanted to do a little mountain adventure this morning, and they were like, yeah, absolutely. What time? I told them what time, which was actually like almost an hour ago now. But because, like I said, I had to charge her collar, we had to wait a little bit. At least let it have enough charge for this. And then, I don't know, like 7:30 this morning, I got a message being like, can we go later? Because I didn't sleep well last night. It's like, you can nap later. Get your ass out the door and let's go. I'm not gonna wreck my whole day when I proposed the time. It was already an hour and a half later than I wanted. Especially at that time, because I'm already getting ready. Yeah, I'm going through all my pre-run stuff already. And it's funny because that's what I told you guys was going to happen last night. Was they were gonna want to go later. It's like, and I said last night, no, I'm not gonna freaking waste half a day and only be able to do like 2 hours of crap today because you don't want to get up that early. That's fine. Pushing way harder than I wanted to right now just because I want to get out of this freaking wind. I mean, we're only going to be doing like, I think we'll be right around 5 miles is all we're going to hit today. It's not like we're going very far. I've discovered that if I push it to, you know, that 8 mile, 9 mile mark, that's when my foot, it just hurts so bad the next couple days. I must have stepped on a cactus. It's like, just stay on the trail. Weirdo. if you're out here and your dog poops, you don't necessarily have to clean it up. I'm not, whatever. A lot of people argue differently. But you know what? You're in the outdoors. Whatever. All animals are pooping out here. What does it matter if it's a dog or not? But right then, right back there, dog pooped right on the trail, and they just left it there. It's like the least kicking off the edge of the trail. And maybe their dog was behind it. Out here and it's just horrid. We're not even that high. It's not like we're up on the Continental Divide or something, or up on the top of the peak where it's always windy. It'll be dead calm down here in the valley. When you get up on the peak, it's like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's a lot like Mount Washington. The wind is always just screaming up there. Mount Washington, we're talking about the one in New Hampshire, just famously the windiest place in the U.S. It is down there, okay. It's like it's just down here on the lower trail. It is. I just didn't see it. And I didn't see anybody either, but the person was behind the tree, and then they popped up, and then I was able to see the dog. A couple doggos actually. Tiny little white dogs. One looks like a Jack Russell maybe. Okay, Nahri is going to be so excited because this is where she always tries to convince me to go up the mountain, and she's going to get her way this time. She's sitting there waiting. Oh, she's so happy. She saw me start going this way, or going this direction, and now she is just so happy. I told her that we would be going up a mountain today. We're going to climb a mountain. We haven't done it for so long. Now, the signal here in this little thing, because as you can see, we got ridge lines on both sides of us now. And there is, I don't even understand how I get any signal back in here because there's no cell towers. We have signal over on the other side climbing up, but this is my favorite way to go up. So we'll just do what happens, and if we lose, that's something to chase. Like I said, we would be completely out of the wind once we started going up this guts. This used to be a nice way to go up right here. because the ramp that they would jump off of is right there. Since the last time I've been in here, the mountain bikers decided to pile some rocks up right there and put some dirt. I guess there's a second way you can go right here now. That used to never exist. So I guess that's the way you can go. Oh look, we're back. See, I told you. There is zero reason why I should have signal right now. And I do. Sunglasses off because I can't fall off. So nice out right now. I guess we're gonna feel that wind a little bit as we get higher. The signal strength will get better as we get higher too. But right before we get to the top on a ridge, it'll definitely be. I don't think there's any signal because we're so close to the ridge line. But we're below it, opposite of the cell towers. I think whatever I'm catching right now is from like bouncing off the mountain because since it's solid rock. Hi, see girl. You're just having fun, huh? She's so happy. Such a happy dog right now. least almost to the ridge, I should say. I mean, technically, I guess we're almost at the top too. That's weird. There's a trail right there. That doesn't go anywhere. It must just go right there. I'll bet you. Just goes there and then drops down off them rocks. Up on the ridge now. We still got a little bit of climbing. I mean, we're not going all the way to the tippy top because there's no trail that goes up there, but we still got just a pretty much downhill until we get to the loop trail. And then it's a rolly all the way around with a few punchy climbs scattered about. Because it's so early in the spring that nobody's used the trail really. Yeah, here we go. But I did notice just recently they've done some corridor maintenance, and this never used to be like an actual trail. Definitely not maintained, but somebody was out here maintaining it. Okay, this way. So yeah, the top is just right there. You can get up there, but we're not doing that. Is that my dog? No, that's just a branch or no stump. So you can see, like, they've been doing some corridor maintenance here just recently. So you can tell it's either going to become a trail or some mountain bikers are making sure it becomes a trail. Oh, she is up there, isn't she? Oh no, that's another stump. Okay, she's down the trail. I just saw her move down the trail further. Wow, it's just hot enough today. They're just warming up the pine trees, and the smell is ridiculous right now. Oh, we went a different way. That's where the trail, where we're supposed to go. Okay, I'm gonna take my gloves off because my hands are getting hot now that we are completely out of the wind and just exposed to the sun, or the heat, I should say. We're not exposed to the sun. There's pretty good shade here. but it is definitely heating up without that wind. And this is a switchback I always miss, because she takes off that direction, and then you get cliffed out. It's just a rock outcropping that you can't get around. And I think it looks like a trail because a lot of people do the same mistake. I really, really would love to go down to Arizona right now already, but both me and her have appointments. Yeah, see, there's your rock outcropping right there that you can't get around. But we both have appointments. I thought this next week. No, it's actually the week after. Like 2 days before. Mine is the day before hers, and then hers is the next day. We're gonna have to go fast. I think we're gonna get down there to Arizona on Saturday, and then we will probably show up at the expo. I'm guessing they're gonna want to do some stuff over there, pre-interviews or something. No, they'll probably do interviews in the studio, right in Phoenix proper, or Flagstaff, wherever they set it up at. I don't know where they're gonna set it up at. I don't know what their plan is. They've been going all crazy with how they do things, and I know they're going to more of a remote for commentaries, because they can just sit at home, so it doesn't cost any money. They're not having to fly people in or anything, and which I'm okay with. But after watching these other professional broadcasts, some of these other sports, it's like it is a night and day difference. And if they're going to do that, they need to ensure that whoever they bring in has nice microphones, because like I rewatched a lot of Lake Sonoma, and I rewatched a lot of Chuckanut, and it did not feel professional, because everybody had a different type of mic. Some was echoey, some was whatever. And you can fix that even, no matter what kind of mic you have. If you have somebody techy enough, or they let somebody remote in, you can adjust the gain and all that kind of stuff. But it did not sound. When there was snow here, some people just started going that way. Like, I don't even think that shortcuts into the trail. Way down there somewhere. Well, unless you are a very good trail, like Pathfinder, finding trails, you would not find this one. This early in the year, it is so subtle. This is one of those trails that one of my friends would be like, "There's no trail. What are you talking about?" Well, there it is. I really need to. I know I'm not going to get approved a bit heavy for next year. See, Nahri knows where the trail is. For not being a very visible trail, she sure can find it. Whew. Other than that wind, which is like we're not feeling it right now, you can hear it for sure, but it is just absolutely freaking gorgeous out here this morning. Like I said, there is a haze, which must be, it's definitely smoke. So I'm guessing there's controlled burns this early in the year. Yeah, I'm coming. What are you looking at? Why are you pointing at me? That was like a true, like, as what she's supposed to pose as for a pointer. She only pulls it out when she's staring at me to make sure I'm coming, though. Oh, gee, I was tripping right there. I don't know where she's going. The trail's over this way. Very clearly, the trail's over this way. What was I saying? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. Yesterday for a little bit I was watching all day in my seat. Last night for a little bit while I was eating dinner, and man, it just makes me want to travel again. And there is something that I really enjoy about living in a big city. Like when I was living in DC, there are certain things I loved about that, but also there's a lot of things I wouldn't say there's anything I didn't enjoy. It's just I longed at a pace. I was gonna say 50 uphill. Somewhere else I saw it too. I don't remember where it was, but that's how they mark, even though they're trails. Non-official trails, I guess. Well, I'm glad we came out here versus where I was thinking about going, because it would be even windier. Like if Nahri's friend was to go with us, then it would have been super windy where I want. And I don't think I'm going to get any trail work done this year. Maybe I'll be able to volunteer. Sometimes they have pop-up stuff, so I can get some volunteer hours. I am thinking about running Mogollon again this year. That's the race I had to drop out of last year. There's something about that race that I really want to do. But I don't know. There's also another race in the Beaverheads that I really want to do too. That I've always been interested in, but it's just schedule-wise has never worked out. But I think I could fit it in this year. I might have to look at that today to see. But I don't know. I don't need to run in races. I can go run the trail that is on. I can just run by myself too, or well, with my dog. Any hiccups? So my doctor pretty much told me that, because she knows I'm a runner, and so like, you know, us runners are all the same. We're never gonna stop running no matter what the injury, unless we're like a bone protruding out of our skin or something. But she like, that there's no stress fracture. She very bluntly said, the more you take it easy, the faster it's gonna heal. So she didn't say I couldn't go do stuff. So I'm just trying to listen to her. I mean, I need to start getting into fitness, so I think what I'm gonna just have to start doing is maybe in the morning I'll switch up my routine, and in the mornings go hit the gym and get a hard workout in on the bike. I can't really do the elliptical. Well, I can't. That's not like, that's, if I'm going to do the elliptical, I might as well just be running, essentially, with my injury. But so I might just start doing like hour and a half long sessions on the bike in the mornings, working hard, and then at night I'll just go out and do a couple miles with her, like our normal thing. I just don't know how she's gonna take it, because right now I'm able to just do a nice easy 2 miles, you know, walk with her at night, because she's already done something earlier in the day. Last night, surprisingly, after not doing anything, we got home and she was content. She just laid on the bed and went back to sleep, and you know, she didn't have that I must play for an hour and a half before bedtime. She was funny this morning too. I'm actually glad she woke me up. Of course, that was when I was supposed to be meeting somebody at 9 o'clock. But she woke me up at 7, and I haven't slept in like that forever. And most of that is because she woke me up 3 times last night to go outside. But I hear her wake up. Well, I didn't hear her wake up. I heard her make her little I need something, little groany noise she makes, little Yoda noise, I call it. And then so I kind of sat up and kind of rolled over to where she was. Well, I didn't know she was sitting up staring at me. So then I smacked my head straight into her noggin. I just headbutted her, which didn't affect her, but man, it hurt me. She was looking at me like, what'd you do that for? I was like, and she just sitting there looking at me. And she had her blanket on her, and it was cold. I left the window open last night, which I do most nights. And so I think she was just a little cold / also wanted to be close to me. She wanted me to actually lift up the covers so that she could snuggle directly next to me. So I did that. Well, then I you know, could see that the sun was already up because it was just cracking through my curtains, like the sun shining on my wall. I was like, oh great, that means it's at least after sunrise by about probably 20 minutes in order to get over the buildings and stuff around me. And so I was like, well, I need to get up. But she just got all snuggly and close to me, so I feel like an ass now, being like, oh, I gotta get up. So I did sit there for a little bit until she, you know, and then I was like, well, I gotta at least see what time it is. And then I reached for my phone and it was 7:10. I was like, well, I gotta get up, sorry there. And then again this morning she was like, which I figured she wasn't gonna want to get up because she'd been up 3 times already last night. And I started my hot water and went outside because she wanted to go outside, which is her normal, but I just figured she wasn't gonna do it since she's went out so many times last night. But of course, as soon as the door opens, there's a squirrel sitting on the ground right outside the door, or right by the tree where she goes to the bathroom in the morning. And so then she's hyper focused on that squirrel and would not go to the bathroom. I finally got her to go to the bathroom. But then she was like, if there's a squirrel here, where else is there squirrels? And I had her off leash. It's my own fault. Because usually she just goes outside, comes right back in. No problems. But, so then she was like, oh, where else are there squirrels? I know I've seen squirrels over here in the walking mall area. So she started running over there. And I had to yell at her. I'm like, where are you going? Let's go inside. And she did a good job listening to me. But it took our normal like 3 minutes to go outside, took like 15. And by then my hot water was just boiling. So I gotta bring it. I need to rebuild that wall in my van as well. It is just, now that it's getting warmer, the diesel smell that, because it just got soaked after Black Canyon. So I didn't know the cap was loose on my tank, and it just sloshed out the top of the tank and just all over the floor. Like it was a pool of diesel fuel on the floor right where the base of that wall is. And so I'm gonna have to fix that. I mean, as far as the flooring goes, I don't know what I can do. I'm guessing some of it got underneath the flooring. It's waterproof, but it's the front edge of where my floor is, so I'm guessing some of it got underneath. There's nothing I could really do about it. But at least the base of that wall is just completely soaked. The 2x4. But I could be a good 2x4 to use as a post now in the ground, because that's how they treat lumber, or they used to treat lumber for fence posts. Is she behind me? It's like I can kind of hear her bell, but with the way the wind is blowing, which is weird, the wind is coming from the opposite side of the mountain, yet it's swirling somehow right here. I can't really tell where she's at. And if she's behind me, I don't want to. Oh, no, she's ahead of me. Good. She was waiting for me. She's like, what's taking you so long? Because she was behind me. I didn't want to go too far because she'll lose me, and then she'll just somehow go the opposite direction looking for me. And then she'll freak out and just run all the way back to the van. And then here I am wondering where she's at. And she's just barking at the van because I won't let her in, even though I'm not there. Wanted to keep going outside last night because it wasn't because she had to go to the bathroom so bad, because she would just go outside and then just go to the bathroom a little bit so I wouldn't be mad at her is all it was. Because she's smart that way. She knows I'll be mad at her. She just wanted to go outside because she couldn't sleep or whatever, you know. Been doing a lot of research on different technologies because trying to figure out what is it that they use for, like, you know, NBC or, you know, all these big broadcast stations that do these, ESPN, you know, whatever, that do these you know, like these marathon broadcasts, stuff like that. What are they using? That's what I want to know. Is it proprietary? Like something they made themselves? Or are they just using something like BR2 Zoe box type of technology? Like, what are they using? That's what I want to know. So like the thing yesterday, were they using Teradek? I mean, they could be using Teradek. Or not yesterday, but the broadcast I watched the other day for that gravel bike race. You could tell there's a few places where the signal got a little bit blurry. Now granted, it's not like super remote like where a lot of our races are. But there was a few places they used a combination of like some bike GoPro setups like what we use with Mountain Outpost, as well as they had like some side-by-sides with a camera on the back of it, like an actual cameraman, you know, with a camera like you'd see on like your road marathons with a vehicle, like the lead vehicle. But also, and they had a helicopter. Like, how are they connecting the camera to the helicopter? And do they have a cameraman sitting in the helicopter? Or are they just using like a PTZ or something? And then they did have, definitely had some drones that they were using as well. But a couple of things that were really, really cool, and we don't do this enough on our broadcast, is just using the ambient sound. Like on the GoPros, on the bikes, they were bringing in the audio and it was so cool. Like, that'd be awesome during a race to be able to hear. And that also like makes me wonder, how does Eurosport they use proprietary technology. Like there's a guy that works for them that built that for them, and all they literally do is just zap a freaking QR code with a GoPro, and it just connects straight back worldwide to their studio via some sort of SIM card. Now, like using like a VR2, supposedly that is global as well, or can be global. Like I saw with their it's not In Touch, something, whatever they use, where their servers were located all over the world. All this research I've been doing like the last couple days. Now we're gonna be fully in the wind again. You see that mountain got a bunch more snow on it. The elk horns are covered again. Like just 3 days ago, even this mountain right here, which is the top, like right next to McDonald Pass, that's the Continental Divide, there was 0 snow up there. And it is covered. Like on the left-hand side of that is McDonald Pass, on the right-hand side is Priest Pass. Which there's a cool, like right on top of Priest Pass is a really cool little campsite. But it is a rough road getting in there. And it's not close to the trail either. And then you get over to where the trail is, the CDT. There's a little dispersed camping area there too. But the fact that it's like close to the CDT where a lot of people go, I think is wouldn't be a fun campsite, but it's a campsite. I mean, you can go, it'd be like if you're just going for a weekend, it would be a cool little thing, because then, you know, we get there on a Friday afternoon, which I guarantee you Friday afternoon somebody's gonna have it, especially in the summertime. If you get there Friday afternoon, theoretically, and then Saturday morning you could go, like say south on the CDT or north, whichever. Probably go north on a Saturday morning. Go north, and you could just go. It'd be an out and back, but you can just go as far as you want to go. Away and all that. So just like a good one is, like I think it's 4 miles to the top of the mountain that I just showed you from that trailhead. But it might not be that far. It's a cool little trail. They put a lot of work in it in the last few years. Starting to feel my heel a little bit, so we gotta take it easy. It's a cool little view right here, going up this trail and getting to see there's the mountain I was talking about straight ahead of us. Now you can see Helena and the elk horns. I was hoping to, like a week ago, if you would have told me, I'd be climbing Casey Peak today. But it's all the snow we've got recently. That ain't happening. And then the fact that there's another storm that's supposed to come in next week. I want to say Thursday or Friday. We're definitely not going to be able to climb it before we leave. So maybe after we get back from Arizona, we'll give her a go. We'll be able to get up there. Of course, typically that's right during the rainy season, and I am not a fan of doing that in the rain. It's because it's always a cold rain. And Nahri's definitely not a fan. And after both Chuckanut and Lake Sonoma, I still have PTSD about cold rain. Lake Sonoma was just awful. I swear my van is still trying to dry out on the inside from that. It was just nuts. What are you eating? Sounds like a bone she found. There's people shooting out at the military base. Hey, I see the red range flag is up at the gate. I can't see the actual, what do they call that? Muscle Mountain, I think. Can't see if there's a flag on top of there. Oh yeah, there is. I see it now. I don't know why they call it Muscle Mountain. It's not a mountain. It's a tiny little hill. There's some white rocks up there that it's always a tradition between like units or different classes that happen, like the OCS class or the medic class or whatever. I think they have like a 92 Alpha class out there. You know, whatever class it is or all that. To go up there in the middle of the night and change the rocks to be, you know, whatever. And I'll never forget, this is when I was with the medical detachment out there. And it was one of the support units went out there to change it to be, they were like an FSC, so I think they either changed it to be their unit number or to say FSC. And my unit, like they were telling me the story of when they were headed up there in the middle of the night, that other unit was on their way down. And so it like had just changed it, the FSC folks, and then my folks went up there and changed it to the MMD. And so they were telling me this story, you know, first thing in the morning. And then the unit, because this is when our new treatment facility was being built, and the unit was right next door to us because we were in a temporary little area. And they like, we could hear them out in the hallway, and these young soldiers were like, "We're sorry, you guys see what we did last night?" And then you could hear them go out the back door. They're like, "Look at what we did up on the mountain." And then you just hear them go, "Ah," because it wasn't there anymore. And then I went over and told the first sergeant, because I was acting first sergeant of our unit at that time. I wasn't a warrant officer yet. And I told their first sergeant, I was like, "Yeah, my guys were telling me that your guys were headed on their way down the mountain, and they were hiding in the grass as they went by, had no clue." And then they went up and chased it right after they got done. He thought it was pretty funny. Because their first sergeant was an old friend of mine too. I deployed with him in Iraq back in like 2003. So when I But as the young stuff started. Oh, we're gonna be over 5 miles. Because we hit a mile, like going up the guts right there. And we're not even back to the intersection yet. And I just beeped and hit 4 miles. I got one of those out. Sorry, everybody. But it'll probably, now you won't have to listen to me sniffing in the goopy nose. I wonder if she's gonna try and get us to go up the mountain again. I don't think she will, but who knows, she might. Like if I had more oomph, we would just continue on and do like a little figure 8 or something, but that would get us an extra 2 miles. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, she wants to go up the mountain again. No, we're not doing that. You silly. You wanna take the middle road? Yeah, let's do the middle road since we took the high road last time. Switch it up a little bit, and then we got options. We can either go down and hit the lower, or we can go up and hit the upper. Back to the vehicle. Probably the upper, because the lower is more difficult for signal. Actually, it's about the same. We could do the lower. I do. I like this trail better because it's more runnable, less techy, less up and down, but the high trail has the better views, of course, because you're sitting higher. The high trail is up there by that tree, but it continues to climb, where this doesn't really climb. It just is more just a little level, a little flat rolly, a little roller coaster. We're gonna try and hit the gym tonight too, and then maybe we'll just hit 10 Mile or something afterwards. Do a couple miles, because even though we're gonna be doing like 5 miles or whatever, it'll probably be closer to 5 now, since we're not going all the way up there. But my legs, I'm not getting a leg workout at all. And I haven't even really breathed hard. And my heart rate has probably not even gotten above 130, even though we have been climbing. But, so I need something. I need to get a workout in. That tree's dead. That's weird. I wonder why it's dead. Somebody just cut off the branch. It must have been falling into the trail, but it's like that whole thing's dead. It chopped the whole thing down. I think it's almost lunchtime already. By the time we get back, it will be lunchtime. Back to the condo, I mean. I was hoping I was going to be able to have a mid-morning snack and then a proper lunch. Just going to have a proper lunch. I guess that little corner of bread, it wasn't even like a slice of bread. It was just a tiny little piece. Was my mid-morning snack, I guess. Like, I'm not like hungry right now. But I know if I eat a proper lunch, I will be hungry tonight. Before I hit the gym. What, did you step on something? She must have stepped on a cactus. There's cactus everywhere out here when you get off trail. It's like, just stay on the trail. So all of the vehicles that were in the upper parking lot are now gone. There's an extra vehicle down by us, and it looks like one new vehicle up in the upper parking lot. Okay, which way we want to go? The lower trail's right here. Let's just go to the lower trail. Yeah, it's just right here. Couple nights, but I've just been waking up in the weirdest positions, and then like I'll have like a leg that's completely asleep. We're not going again, we're going this way. She's like, I'm not done yet, bitch, let's go. Huh. I'm not done yet, huh? Or I'll have like an arm that's completely asleep. It's like, what the heck? And I've been having weird dreams the last 2 nights too. It's weird. Like, I can't think of any of it right now, but like when I first wake up afterwards, different times throughout the night, it's like, man, that was a vivid dream. having serious FOMO, missing out doing Tough Ruck with my friends this weekend too. Serious FOMO. I was almost last night. It was like, screw it. Let's hop in the vehicle and just go. We can get there. I mean, we'd have to drive like straight through the night and then all day. And I don't think we would have got there until probably like midnight tonight, but it wouldn't have been worth it to go there, because then we'd be there less than, I guess a little over 24 hours. And then have to drive back. Although the way back would be really, like we could take as many days as whatever, it doesn't matter. As warm as it is over there in the Midwest, you know, getting over there by Raccoon's area, and I know there's nice trails all over that area. Like Adventure Archives is always doing stuff out there in those areas, because that's where they live, or at least a couple of them live. I think one lives in Indianapolis, or two of them maybe live in Indianapolis, and one lives in Columbus. Before that, he was in California. Before that, he was in Texas. It's like, I noticed yesterday that I was partway through it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I thought I finished that. And I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I did not. Halfway through. The vehicle just showed up. Looks like they're out. Oh, this must be the people that park next to me. Is that one vehicle? It almost looks like they drove up and they might have like another stop or something. So that's the vehicle. It's hard to tell. Who these people are. Looks like maybe ladies, maybe. It's like I saw a lady. You know, like the whole we choose a bear over a guy or whatever whole thing. And I saw a video the other day, and she was like, "This is why we choose the bear." And she had a very short videos from her drone phone or on the trail. And you can see this guy stand up. And she was talking about, ouch, gosh dang, that fucking hurt. How the fuck did I clip the toe on a rock that's barely existed? And of course I hit it right on my bad toe. Anyways, you can see the guy standing up on the video. She had this very elaborate story. There was two of them, and then she stopped to say hi or whatever, to be cordial and apologize for her drone, and then they like started approaching her and all. Oh my god, you never know how much of that is true or not. But what it seemed like from the video clip I saw, it's like she's just trying to get some clout, you know, because to me it looks like the two guys were just sitting on the trail enjoying the scene. And then they saw her, and so the guy stood up and stepped off the trail so he wasn't in the way. Like, not at all what she made it seem like. She made it seem like, oh, there are two guys out here. Just me, the vibe I got out of it. Oh, she's gonna say hi to people now. She's like, oh, this is the best. The bestest. Hi, sweet girl. Ooh. Hi. Hello. Okay, hold on. Vehicle. Let them go. There you go. Oh, you need some water? Hold on. Hold on, you. Oh, I don't have a magnet. I almost just dropped my phone on the ground. And then on the other aspect, which is, again, this is going to be very controversial. It's like the whole, here, all right, there's water. All right, there's water. Well, go drink it. You wanted some water, I put it there for you. Now you don't want to drink it? But it's the whole, you know, women are just as strong as men and whole movement too. And it's like, well then why does you being solo on a trail, do you feel more vulnerable then? I mean, I get why you do, but I mean, it's like, you can't have it both ways. That's just the fact of the matter. Nothing harsh about it. Like, there is no way, you know, you think of in like races and stuff. I like so many strong women out there that are way better runners than me. So it's nothing to do with that. It's just, but it's, I guess it's more like there's been times, this might be the best way to say it. There's been times that me as a guy being out different places does not feel safe by myself, you know, in certain situations. So that's, I guess, so it's not like special because you're a woman, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This way? No, it is that way. There we go. Okay, well that's going to be it, everybody. We are going to go back and eat some lunch. I'm going to do some stuff on the computer and enjoy the rest of the day, and then probably hit the gym later. So yeah, that's going to be it. Appreciate you guys later.